It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome in to your Daily Community Briefing live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9. Michael Watkins here with you on this Monday to kick off another week. We appreciate you being with us here as always. Lots of information to get to. We'll have a story recapping the press conference on Friday where EKU announced they were going to be joining the Atlantic Sun Conference. We've also got a couple of interesting stories about stuff going on here in Richmond. Folks, you do not want to miss the newscast today. We appreciate you being here with us on your Daily Community Briefing, which is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower, located on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Affordable Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122 and Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures. They've got all the fruits, vegetables, and locally produced meats located at 70 River Drive in Irvine. In our lead story today, the Kentucky State Police Richmond Post was notified just before 3 p.m. on Wednesday of last week of a residential structure fire on Maywood Road in Stanford. KSP troopers and detectives responded to the scene and discovered a man who was deceased inside the residence. Jason Netherton, 39 years old, of Stanford, was pronounced deceased by the Lincoln County coroner. His body was transported to the state medical examiner's office in Louisville for an autopsy. As a result of the ongoing investigation, Tiffany Griffin, 35 years old, of Stanford, has been arrested and lodged in the Lincoln County Regional Jail. Griffin is charged with murder, arson first degree, tampering with physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. The ongoing investigation is being conducted by KSP Post 7 Detective Frank Thornberry. He was assisted by KSP personnel, Lincoln County Fire Department, the Lincoln County Coroner's Office, and the Louisville Metro Police Department. Well, KYTC District 7 forces reported at 12 a.m. to clear and treat routes as necessary. Crews and contractors worked overnight and continue to patrol roadways as necessary. The forecast shows snow showers continuing today and through the evening hours. The traveling public should be aware of possible icy areas as temperatures decline. Black ice can form on previously treated asphalt and concrete. Ice develops on bridges, overpasses, and ramps prior to surface level roadways. Tips for driving in snow and ice for the winter season include this: avoid non-essential travel if conditions are dangerous. Check the forecast and plan ahead for your trip. Make sure your vehicle is sufficiently winterized with checking the battery and a freeze level, heater, defroster, wipers, and windshield washer as well. Dress warmly for the weather in layers of loose-fitting, lightweight clothing in anticipation of unexpected emergencies. Try to keep your gas tank at least 2/3 full to prevent fuel line freezing and in preparation for possible lengthy delays on the roadway. Make sure a friend or relative is aware if you do travel alone, and they also recommend to carry a cell phone. Make sure your vehicle has an emergency care kit. It should include jumper cables, flares or reflectors, windshield washer fluid, an ice scraper, blankets, non-perishable food, a first aid kit, and traction material. Drive carefully, allow plenty of time to get to your destination. Do not use cruise control. Give a wide berth to snow removal equipment. Bridges and exit and entrance ramps can be icy when other areas are not. And stopping in snow requires more braking distance than stopping on dry pavement, up to 4 times more distance. Leave plenty of distance between you and yourself and the vehicle ahead. Be visible. Dual cloudy days reduce visibility, drive using low beam headlights, steer into the skid, and stay calm and ease your foot off the gas while carefully steering in the direction you want the front of your vehicle to go. We also mentioned the weather forecast. If you'd like to get an update on the weather forecast for Madison and other surrounding counties, you can visit the WBON TV website or the Facebook page to see the WBON TV weather forecast with Gwendolyn Morton. Well, a Berea man was taken into police custody after a warrant was issued for him alleging that he attempted to force a victim to participate in bestiality. According to the warrant, 41-year-old Ray Howard was arrested Thursday by Berea police and charged with fourth-degree assault. Police report that on December 20th of last year, police were dispatched to the home in reference to an argument. Upon arrival, the officer met with the victim, who said she and her husband, Howard, had been arguing. The victim told officers that Howard wanted her to engage in a sexual performance with a pig. The warrant continues that the victim told him she would not do this, leading to Howard becoming angry with her. The wife told police that he then allegedly hit her in the face. Police observed that the victim had redness and a small amount of blood on her face. Howard remains lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Well, drivers who use KY 594 Red Lake Road in Estill County will have to find an alternate route as repairs are planned that will require the road to be closed during working hours. Daytime closures to repair a major break in pavement at mile point 4.7, which is about half a mile west of Horns River Road and 4.7 miles east of the Madison County line. The road will be closed from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. each day. Those hours may be adjusted if traffic and weather conditions permit from 8:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. The work is expected to take up to 2 months to complete, and during the overnight or other non-working hours, one-lane traffic will be maintained and controlled by temporary signals. Traffic will be controlled by flaggers during that day, and no marked detour will be posted. Schedule changes and other announcements pertaining to this project will be made on the KYTC District 10's Facebook page. It's now time for our first commercial break, folks. We appreciate you being with us here on this Monday. When we come back, we'll hear from Matt Rohn, David McFadden, and Walt Wells of the EKU athletics programs as they announced on Friday the university will be leaving the Ohio Valley Conference to join the ASUN. We'll get a recap of that press conference on Friday when we come back on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell does what hundreds of funeral homes do every day. They handle one of the hardest times in your life. What separates Davis & Powell from everyone else is our aftercare. When the service ends, the grieving begins. Davis & Powell is there to help, from keeping your family in our thoughts and prayers to personal phone calls and tips for healthy grieving through our monthly newsletter. Davis & Powell will be there always, not just until the service ends. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. We go the extra mile.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond. Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with 2 Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
We're back here on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9. Brought to you today by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Let Bluegrass Marble and Granite take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. Davis & Powell Funeral Home has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. And Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, Always Growing Children's Resale Store will buy your children's gently worn clothes. Well, on Friday, EKU held a press conference to announce they were leaving the Ohio Valley Conference to join the Athletic Sun. With a recap, we'll look back at that press conference on Friday. On Friday, Director of Athletics at EKU, Matt Rohn, announced that the university would be leaving the Ohio Valley Conference and be joining the Atlantic Sun effective of July this year.
Good afternoon, and thank you to so many of you, our dedicated media, for joining us here on this special day. As earlier this morning, we announced our transition into the ASUN Conference effective July 1 of this year. I have no doubt that we have identified the conference partner who will allow both our institution and our athletics department to benefit and forge an even brighter future building upon our storied past. And we'll do this together. Today is about the trajectory of where we're going and signals the beginning of something new, certainly not the end of anything. The work starts now, and we're excited to rise with the ASUN.
Joining the ASUN gives us the opportunity to share our story with so many more. As we look at joining a conference that spans the Southeast in some of the fastest growing markets in America, putting us in a situation where we can recruit students, engage with alumni, and truly make a difference in their lives through that engagement, we are truly excited. As the president of the School of Opportunity, the ASUN values, the beams, align very closely with what we value. Academic excellence and student success will always be at the top of mind for everything that we do.
Roan also spoke about the goals as they join this new conference and the rivalries that will be left behind in the OVC.
It was long. I guess that's the first thing that I'll say. I think that the first really formal communication was probably about a year ago, where the three of us had the opportunity to visit with Commissioner Gumbart, his deputy commissioner, Jerome Rogers, and really just let each other know kind of what we were about. Again, I talked about the vision, what they were trying to establish, what we wanted to be a part of, those ideals, cost savings, revenue opportunity, student-athlete experience, rivalries, so many things that make that student-athlete experience a positive one. That's not me, I promise. And so it's really been, the better part of a year-long process in a more formal capacity. But I think things, as we were forced to kind of navigate our own course this past fall, it really started to take form a little bit better and ultimately got us to the point we are today.
Do you have any short-term goals and then long-term goals as a university joining the ASUN?
To win. Certainly I look at 10 head coaches, and I know not all of them could be here, but we did this with the best interest of every single one of our 16 programs in mind. We want to be competitively successful. We want to be academically successful, and we want to develop young men and women to be the best versions of themselves. And that's what this is about. That's what our mission is. And so we'll never lose sight of that. Our vision is to become a premier mid-major athletics department. That includes winning. That includes enhancing and renovating facilities. That includes on our own, because we're creating revenue externally, growing our budget to support our programs. And then I think from an institutional standpoint, and certainly I'll invite the president up at your pleasure to speak to this, but this institution, we want it to grow. We want to do our part to be a part of the institution, not apart from the institution, to see our enrollment increase, to see our alumni engagement and our donor numbers go up. I think all of those things are short-term goals, but they lead to kind of those long-term solutions. We have every intention to keep those rivalries alive. As we navigated this decision, again, I talk about myriad factors, and one of those factors was establishing new, spirited, competitive rivalries, but at the same time, respecting what got us to this point. And to me, there's nothing exclusive about our conference affiliation, or they're not exclusive of one another, our conference affiliation and those opponents that we play who may be historic rivals. And so as I've had conversations with my peers in the OVC and other regional peers, we let it be known loud and clear that we would love to continue those rivalries in every sport, even though we're joining the ASUN.
EKU football coach Walt Wells was also there on Friday. He talked about the excitement this opportunity brings to not only him and his players, but the other athletic programs at the university as well.
Nothing that's going on has been a surprise to me. The open communication here is tremendous. The vision of our leadership from President McFadden to Matt Roan to Chair Diaz is unbelievable. And so they want to create an opportunity for EKU, not just football, but for EKU to play at the best they can play at. And I think that's exciting. I think that's exciting to our fans. I think that's exciting to our alumni. I think it's exciting to our football team. And I think it's exciting to the rest of the coaches around here that I've talked to.
The Colonels basketball team will be back in action tomorrow night as they take on Jacksonville State in a game that was supposed to be played last week, but due to COVID-19 restrictions, the Colonels had to quarantine for a week. They'll be back in action tomorrow night, again taking on Jacksonville State in a big OVC matchup. Those two teams faced off earlier this year with the Colonels coming away with a victory. Well, as Kentucky rebuilds its economy and puts new emphasis on attracting well-paying jobs and industries of the future, Hitatchi Automotive Electric Motor Systems of America is establishing a new 200-job operation in Berea to manufacture motors for electric vehicles. Leaders of the newly formed Hitatchi subsidiary are renovating part of the sister company, Hitatchi Automotive Systems America's plant at 1150 Maid Road for the operation. Electric motor production could begin between April of 2022 and March of 2023, in part based on the pandemic's impact. The operation currently employs about 20 people and is expected to grow to approximately 200 in 2023. This new venture, along with the jobs and wages it will create, adds true momentum to our economy recovery and points to a bright future as we build a better Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear said. In Kentucky, Hitatchi Automotive Systems Americas operates 4 facilities. Those include 2 manufacturing plants in Berea, making brake and suspension components at 1150 Maid Road and 301 Maid Road, and manufacturing and warehousing facilities in Harrodsburg, producing electronic control systems and actuators and fuel system components. The newly formed Hitatchi subsidiary joins more than 500 other automotive suppliers and 4 automotive assembly plants operating in Kentucky. The Kentucky State Police Post London, which provides coverage for Clay, Laurel, McCreary, Pulaski, Rockcastle, Wayne, and Whitley counties, will be conducting periodic traffic safety checkpoints at approved locations by the Kentucky State Police Policy and Procedures Manual. These checkpoints will be conducted in an effort to enforce the traffic laws of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Special attention will be paid to occupant protection, sobriety, insurance, and registration violations. It's now time for our second commercial break. When we come back, we'll get a recap of the Governor Beshear report from over the weekend and look at those coronavirus numbers for Madison, Estill, and other surrounding counties. That's coming your way next on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell does what hundreds of funeral homes do every day. They handle one of the hardest times in your life. What separates Davis & Powell from everyone else is our aftercare. When the service ends, the grieving begins. Davis & Powell is there to help, from keeping your family in our thoughts and prayers to personal phone calls and tips for healthy grieving through our monthly newsletter. Davis & Powell will be there always, not just until the service ends. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. We go the extra mile.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond. Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Back here on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9, Michael Watkins here with you on the news desk today. We're brought to you by Holland Sons Auto Care, Ace Hardware, Berea, and Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. The Office of Governor Andy Beshear, as always, updated Kentuckians on the latest COVID-19 related cases and deaths. With the report in 2 minutes or less, we turn to WBON TV's Marissa Hempel.
From the Office of Governor Andy Beshear, 1,768 new cases of COVID-19 were confirmed across the Commonwealth on Sunday. There have now been a total of 362,890 cases of the virus across the state since March. Beshear also announced that 31 new deaths have been reported related to the virus. Kentucky's death total since the pandemic began stands now at 3,745. This makes the state's positivity rate at 8.81%. 354 COVID patients remain in the ICU, and 173 of these are using a ventilator, according to the governor's latest report. As vaccine rollouts continue, if you have not received the vaccine like many Kentuckians, there are still options to participate in White House Clinic's community drive-up COVID-19 testing. This week, you can visit Richmond White House Clinics today, Monday the 1st, until 5:30 p.m. Tuesday, you can visit the Richmond location from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., the same time period at the Berea Municipal Garage, and Mount Vernon Eye Care Center from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. on Tuesday. White House Clinics reminds that there's no out-of-pocket cost, and they just ask that you bring your photo ID and insurance card if you have one. No appointment is necessary, and the test is self-administered and not invasive. Keep up to date with all the latest COVID-19 information right here on Wallingford Broadcasting Stations. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa. 105 new cases reported yesterday in Madison County and another 104 from Friday and Saturday combined. And the total number of cases from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 209. And the total number of active cases now in Madison County, 1,445. And our current incidence rate here in the county, 50.1. That's the average daily cases per 100,000 population. As we look at the statewide map, we mentioned Estill County. Estill County's number today, 38.5. Jackson County has dropped down into the orange. They're at 23.6. Rockcastle at 40.2. And we got Garrett County at 35.6. Jessamine County at 55.7. Fayette County at 53.1. And Clark County at 26.4. There are now 13 counties out of that dangerous red zone for the COVID-19 current incidence report. Carlisle County at 21, Ballard County at 12.7, Crittenden at 14.6, and we mentioned Jackson County, they're in the orange at 23.6, Robertson County at 20.3, Montgomery County, Bath, Wolfe, Magoffin, and Knott County are all also in the orange for the current incidence rate zone. We have 3 counties that are in the yellow. Owsley County and Lee County over there in eastern Kentucky, both at around 9.7 with Owsley County and 9.6 with Lee County, and Elliott County with the lowest current incidence rate in the state at 3.8. The overall current incidence rate for Kentucky today at 48.41, which is a drop down from 54.10 from Friday. So the current incidence rate for the state dropping down nearly 6 points for over the weekend. EKU has continued to update us on their case counts as we go throughout the spring semester. Up to date, 123 total cases of COVID-19 have been announced for the spring semester, including 32 residential students, 61 non-residential students, 30 employees, and there have been 59 recover from that, and 64 are still active. Folks, we appreciate you being with us here on our daily community briefing. We come to you every single weekday from 3 to 3:30 on 100.7 The Coyote and right here streaming on WBON TV, our Facebook page, YouTube channel, also on our Roku channel and on WBONTV.com. Tonight, we've got the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show for you from 6 to 7, and Samantha Burford and myself will talk to Alan Feldhouse, the head coach of the Madison Central Indians, Austin Newton, the head coach at Madison Southern, and we'll also hear from A.W. Hamilton, the head coach of the EKU men's basketball team. We'll recap the big announcement from Friday where the Colonels announced they're going to be leaving the Ohio Valley Conference and joining the A-Sun. And we'll also be live at Madison Central tonight for the sports show, and that'll be leading up to the game tonight between Madison Central and Model. Again, we will also be having live for you here on WBON TV. For all of us, folks, stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow, same time and same place for the Daily Community Briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.